outing.
Have a nice trip.
Okay. All right. And where's the recording? Oh, get it. It's recording, I believe. Cool. Click to unmute. No, I think I want it muted. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. I'm going to do this like this. And away we go. Let me do this. I'm gonna pin me, and I am going to spotlight video me. All right, here we go. All right, people. Good morning. I am really glad to see you all. And we're going to get started here. I'm going to minimize this. I'm having a challenge with this thing. Okay, make that smaller and pull up my Zoom to be, well, here's what it is. I'm just going to do. All right. Good morning. I am so glad to see everybody. My name is Natalie Goldfine. I am the, can you all hear me through the thing?
Yes, we hear you.
Great. Okay. I'm starting again. My name is Natalie Goldfine. Welcome to Qigong Moving Mindfulness. It is Monday, May 4th. And I'm glad to see all of you who are here and who have joined me, and those of you who are seeing this later. Qigong is a beautiful moving mindfulness practice. It is a health and wellness practice. It was founded by the Taoist monks in the mountains of China, something like 5,000 years ago. It is a magnificent way to calm oneself, to balance oneself, to help restore vitality, to help fortify your immune system, to stretch, and mostly, I mean, the biggest thing for me is the breath work and the ability to just calm ourselves and get centered and mindful using our breath. So this is a very gentle practice. Nothing should hurt you. If it does, please back off of whatever you're doing so that it doesn't hurt you. Please be sure to take care of yourself. You're responsible for your own body in this practice. And I think with that, what we're going to do is get started. So to begin, I don't always rip my clothes off in the middle of teaching Qigong, but I just did. To begin, have your feet shoulder width apart below you. Reach your head up towards the ceiling, imagining that there is a golden thread pulling your head up. Let your arms be loose at your sides. Let your knees be slightly bent. Let your bum tuck tight, slightly under. And elongate your torso. See if you can practice pulling your, like letting the pelvis be solidly towards the ground and your chest and your shoulders being pulled up by the heavens. And now just notice your posture. Notice how that feels for you. Notice where you're standing with that. And imagine yourself being right in the middle of energy that's up from above in the heavens and energy that's down below from the earth. And imagine that you're like a magnet, or you're like a steel rod, and the magnet is above and the magnet is below, and you're just in between those two forces, those two energetic pulls. And you may notice yourself drifting a little bit, moving a little bit between those two poles. All right. So now the next thing we're going to work on is that breath, that all important breath. So let's begin by just taking a normal breath and just notice where it lands in you. Did it land in your chest? Did it land in your ribs? Did it land in your belly? Where did you find that feeling, that breath landing? And now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe more deeply. We're going to breathe into our belly and we're going to let our belly expand. We're going to let it feel as though it's opening up like a balloon. And we're going to breathe first into the belly, and then we're going to breathe into the ribs, and then we're going to breathe into our chest. And then on the exhale, we're going to go the opposite way, and I'll guide you through that. So let's begin with our head reaching up. Let's breathe into our belly. So let your belly relax and breathe into it, letting it expand. Come on up, breathing into the ribs and the upper chest. And now let's exhale out from the chest, from the ribs, and out from the belly. And now we're going to do it again, breathing into the belly, to the ribs, to the chest, and out from the chest, ribs, belly. And let's get into kind of a wave with this. So we're breathing into the belly, ribs, chest, out from the chest, ribs, belly, belly, ribs, chest, chest, ribs, belly. And then do it on your own a couple of times. And then come back to noticing yourself drifting. You're that steel rod between the energy above and energy below. And just notice how your body feels. And if you are not muted, I'm going to ask you to mute your computer. I'm getting a little feedback. Thanks. All right. So your focus now is on your breath, on your drifting, on your posture. Beautiful. The word chi means life force or life energy, and gong means to cultivate or practice. And it's also to develop an awareness of that energy in us, that life force, so that we can start to notice when we need to make changes to things that are happening for us. I think we run through life often saying, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, even though there's hurt or there's pain or there's discomfort. And if we could stop and make a little adjustment for that pain or discomfort, it could make a huge difference in the quality of our life. And the stresses that we live under cause us to be quite tight and um, can get in the way of this chi, this life force moving through us comfortably, and also gets in the way of um, allowing all of our organs to operate as beautifully as they naturally do. So we want to open ourselves up. We want to calm ourselves down. It doesn't mean that we have to never, you know, get energized and get moving, but we want to calm as much as we can so that we're at optimal health. All right. So we are going to start today with our hands on our back, the back of our hips. And we are going to imagine that there's a big barrel around us. And we're going to isolate our hips. So we're opening up the hips to touch the sides of the barrel. So just imagine that you're moving your hips to touch the sides of the barrel, isolating them slowly. And then go the other way. Awesome. Excellent. And now let's just do a full body stretch. So bring your feet about shoulder width apart or closer, whatever is comfortable for you. Put one palm over the other at your belly, and we're going to bring our arms up. When our palms get to our neck, we're going to turn the palms in, down, out, and reach up overhead, reaching all the way up overhead. Turn the palms over up above, and staying close to the body, bring your arms down. Bring your arms down, down, down till they get to as far down as you can comfortably. Turn the palms over and staying close to the body. Bring the hands up, up, up. When you get to the neck, palms in, down towards the floor, out, and then up overhead. Turn the palms over, up overhead. So they're facing down, coming down the body. Go down as far as you can. You don't have to go all the way to the floor, not important. Pulling them, turning them over and coming back up at the neck, palms in, down, out, and up overhead. Turn the palms over and come on down. And turn them over at the bottom and come on back to your belly. And let your arms come on down to the side. Excellent. So now what I'm going to have you do is come into a little deeper stance. We call this a horse stance. So your legs are further apart and you should feel like you're riding on a horse. All right, you're riding on a horse. And so just pretend, kind of fun. And the first thing we're going to do is put our fists at our hips and at our hips. And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot our arms straight out in front of us with your palms facing the camera. And then you're going to twist like you're opening up doorknobs and pull the arms back in. So you're pushing your arms straight out, grabbing the doorknobs and twisting and coming back in, out, twist, in, out, twist, in, out, twist, in, out, twist, in. Beautiful. Stretch your arms straight out in front of you with your wrists, isolating at your wrists. We're just going to start flapping our hands up and down. Flap, flap, flap. Please try this at home with your families because it's really funny. And then have your palms facing each other. We're going to flap in and out. This is one of these really good things for opening up opening up the tendons and the ligaments here for the arms. Bring your arms all the way out to the side. We're going to do big windmills. So your arms out to the side, palms facing down. We're going to go down, around, and up. Again, and once more. And then come back to center. Turn your palms so they're facing up now. And let's go the other way. So going up, down, and around, and up, down, and around, and up, down, and around. And come on back to center. All right. So now what I'm going to have you do is imagine, well, the first thing is make sure that you can move like this, not hit anybody or anything in your house or wherever you're seeing this. And imagine that you have a pole coming out from the top of from the ceiling. It's coming down, going through your head, all the way through your torso and out in between your legs. And you're skewered on that. So what we're going to do, and this is to open up our spine and give us movement and flow and flexibility there, we're going to just start gently twisting back and forth, letting your arms be really loose, like they're cooked spaghetti. Just imagine that they've been cooked and there's nothing tense about them. And let them start bang as you twist, let them start banging on your body. So in the back, they're banging on the kidneys, and in the front, on your liver and your spleen and your pancreas. Remember to breathe, keep your head up, and then you can throw the arms up and bang on the chest here. Letting your lungs know that you're paying attention, letting your heart get a little love. And then just wherever you want to do a little tapping on the body, go for it. All right. And then you can just let yourself start to slow down and come on back to that stance. Reaching your head up, arms relaxed to your side, feet shoulder width. Realign yourself. Tucking the bum under a little bit, gently bending the knees. And take that gift of the moment to notice your body and notice what it's doing. Notice what it's telling you. You may be noticing some tingling or some sensations. It's very commonly how qi is noticed by people. What we're doing is trying to remove any obstacles from this life force, this qi that runs through the meridians of the body without any blocks to it. All right. So let's do a little more tapping. So if you will put your right arm out in front and make a fist with your left, what we're going to do is start tapping from the top of the shoulder and give it some oomph. You don't want to be black and blue, but you don't want to not give it some oomph. So come on down the inside of your arm. And when you get to the hand, turn it over and come on up the backside. Come across your chest and extend the left arm out, make a fist with the right. Start up at the shoulder and come on down the inside of the arm. Turn it over at the hand and come on up the backside. Now bring both hands to the chest and do a little of that tapping, 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 opening up the chest, opening up the lungs, opening up the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, so you can speak more comfortably. And now coming down the belly, and we're going to make some big circles around the belly, the digestive areas, the reproductive systems. All right, bring your legs together, and now we're going to bend our knees and bang down the side of the legs. Come on up the inside of your legs. Come around to your tush, backside. Do a little banging back there. Okay, excellent. All right, now we're going to make karate chop hands. And what we'll do is we're going to bang in a couple of places here. So the first is going to be right where the legs meet the torso. We're going to just do some banging there. This is for the lymph. Lymph is one of the biggest organs, maybe the biggest organ in our body besides our skin. And it's what helps remove the toxins, process the toxins. Put your right arm up, make a fist with the left, tap underneath your armpit. Also a lot of lymph there. Drop your arm, keep your head straight up, and just bang on your shoulder. And then you can push your arm back and do a little banging on the back of your neck, or not back of your shoulder, sorry. Okay. And then just take a minute there, give yourself a little loving massage on the shoulder. Awesome. All right. Let's put the left arm up in the air, make a fist with the right under the armpit. Drop the arm and tap on the shoulder. You can do it with an open palm or with a fist. Push it back. And now give yourself a little love, a little massage there. Nice. All right. And now we're going to do a little free facial for you. So the way we're going to do that is if you have glasses on, be sure to take your glasses off. And we're going to use our fingertips to tap. And you're going to do it with that same kind of oomph that you were using on the body. So start by tapping all over on your forehead. Tapping on the forehead. Tapping on your eyebrows. Tapping on the temples outside of your eyes. Underneath your eyes on the bony part. Relax your jaw and tap around on the cheekbones. Tap on the jawbone. I don't think I could stay there all day. All right. Tap above the upper lip below the nose. Tap below the lower lip. Come on down the neck. Tap on the upper chest. Come around to the back side and tap on the upper back. And now come on up and just tap around on your head. Tap all over on your head. And when you're ready, come up to the very top of the head. 1,000 points, taking a deep breath. And when you're ready, just let the arms float on down. Now you can, if you have glasses and need them, you can put them back on and come back to your very good posture, standing with your head reaching up, your arms loose at your side, your knees slightly bent, your bum tucked under, feet shoulder width apart, elongating your torso. And now let's take in a belly breath, ribs and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Do a couple more of those on your own. And again, just notice what you notice. So we're going to do a couple of very slow and mindful, almost meditative kind of movements here today. So what I'm going to have you do to start with is arms are down at your side with the backs of your hands leading us up. You're going to lead your arms up with your wrists bent till you get up to, I don't know, shoulder height or face height. And then we're going to flip the hands up very gently and imagine you're kind of painting your hands against the wall as you come back down. So we're going to breathe in on the way up. And exhaling on the way down. Breathing in and out. Doing this at your own breath pace that corresponds with your inhale and exhale. Allowing yourself to be really fluid here. Don't hold anything tight except to keep you standing up. Allowing yourself to be fluid in this movement. And just let's do it 3 more times at your pace. And whenever you complete, come on back to your standing good posture. Realigning. Notice if there's anything that needs to be adjusted in your stance. Notice, has your torso elongated? Is it a little more supple at this point? Noticing your breath, the belly, the ribs, the chest. And noticing what you notice happening in your body. All right. So next, what we're going to do is just play a little bit with a exercise that has us opening and closing. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to have our hands start near our belly, and with your knees slightly bent, we're going to bring the arms out to the sides like you're a bird taken off. You're really loose and open, you're looking up, and then we're going to bring the arms back together and have our fists come and meet in the center, and we're just going to tighten up our fists. So we're pushing our fists towards each other. And now we're going to loosen that and let our arms come out like we're taking off like a bird. And as we exhale down, bring these fists very tight again, and we're leaning in towards our fists. So our back is like our back is turned in. Opening up and coming back together. And this time, tighten your feet and your fists. And now opening up and tightening feet and fists. And opening. And this time tightening the face as well. So fists, feet, and face. And opening. And again, feet, fists, and face tightening. And once more, reaching up and exhaling, tightening feet, fist, face, and everything in the pelvic area. Pelvis area tightening all the orifices, everything. And releasing. And one more time, tightening up fists, feet, face, and all of the pelvis. And now just relax and let the fingers not flow up. And gently let the arms come on down to the side. And realign. Notice any sensations, tingling, hot or cold, feeling like you've expanded somehow. Notice what you notice. Mhm. Letting yourself drift. Paying attention to breathing deeply into the belly. And now take your hands and bring them together so that you're just kind of holding them together in a clasp. And now separate them apart and imagine that there's a ball of energy between the two of them, that you can feel this, I don't know, this kind of like clay or Play-Doh-y kind of feel, or plasticine. I don't know what the best example is, but just start fooling around with that and see if you can feel or imagine that you're feeling something, and just explore what it's like to move that thing. If you could grow it, if you could stretch it. And now what I'm going to have you do is imagine that the stuff is being held in your right palm, and your left forearm, your left arm is going to pull back behind you up towards the sky. So you're looking at your left palm as it twists back. And now with some resistance, we're going to push that left palm back towards the goop in the right. And then we're going to switch sides. So now the left palm's holding the goop, the chi, and the right arm, the right hand are going to go up behind you and you're looking at it. So you're getting a little twist there. And then we're going to slowly, with resistance, push that right hand back towards the left to hold the chi. Now again, coming up with your left arm and resistance, pushing it back down. Remember to breathe as you do this. Beautiful. And bringing the right arm up now. And with resistance back. And then one more time on each side. And then when you're ready, bring both of your hands about 2 inches below your belly button and place your hands one on top of the other, just below the belly button. And imagine breathing that energy from your hands into your system, into this energy center, which is right below, about 2 inches below the belly button. It's called the lower dantian. Letting yourself drift as you do that, breathing. All right. So now we're going to play with getting rid of some of the blocks and getting some flow in the body. So I'm going to have you shake out a hand and shake out the other and shaking both hands and shaking the arms and shaking a foot, shaking another foot, and just start shaking yourself around. Shake your neck, shake your head, shake your shoulders, shake your hips, shake out the legs, shake the sillies out, and just have fun with this, while also knowing that it's actually a good healing practice. All right, awesome. Okay, that is called spontaneous Qigong. It's a for real thing. I'm not just doing it to laugh. It's really fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. All right. So what we're going to do now is a little bit of self-massage. So we are going to take a few moments to massage. We could do it. We have a few options. We can do our hands, we can do our feet, we can do our ears. And so today I thought that we would do our hands to start, and we'll see where we're at after that. So how we do this is you're going to take your palm. You don't have to put it up in front like this for me. I'm just demonstrating. And you're going to put your fingers behind it. So they're on the back side. And you're going to use your thumb to start digging into your palm. And what you're doing here is, first off, just generally, you're giving yourself a lovely massage, but you're looking for any place where you might feel a little bit of discomfort. And what you want to do there is just kind of massage into it. There are pressure points, acupressure points in our hands and our feet and our ears that correspond to the different organs in the body. And so by paying attention to anything that causes a little discomfort, we're doing some healing. And the wellness practice is all the places that don't hurt. So it's a lovely, lovely thing to do. You can go up the sides of the fingers, out the fingers. If you really put pressure on the sides of your fingers or the sides of your toes, that's really helpful for allergies, for sinus stuff. So it is springtime where I am in Minnesota, and there's some of that stuff happening. Okay. You can go in between the fingers, in between the bones of the fingers, I guess, bones on the hand. Okay, now let's go to the other hand. Are you guys finding some stuff that you can feel there? Some painful points or some okay. Okay. I mean, not that I want anybody to have pain, but uh, okay. Nice. This is like all of these practices, these are all things you can do separately, individually. The ones that really speak to you, please use them. You want to shake around and you need to move like that, please go for it. You don't have to do this in a specific order. All of these things, like I said, are health and wellness practices. And I encourage you to massage your hands, massage your ears, massage your feet, breathe slowly, stretch the different places. All of that stuff is so good. All right. So, in closing today, going to have you put your hands together and we're going to rub our hands and get some heat going. And I want you to identify a place on your body, either physically or metaphorically, that needs some attention and some love, and place your hands on that and send yourself some healing energy there. Awesome. And now bring your hands back together and we're going to rub some more. And once you've got some heat going, think of someone you know who could use some healing, could use some love, and send it to them. And now one more time, rub your hands together and get some heat going and put your hands on top of your heart, one over the other. Close your eyes and send yourself attention, care, appreciation for all that you do, for staying safe, for being a helper, for knowing that you are part of repairing this world, of creating a space for tikkun olam, and know that together we can heal this. And taking a deep breath in, exhaling. And let me thank you for coming to practice today. I teach regularly uh, from from here. And if you want to get on my list, just email me at Natalie Goldfine, GOLD, F as in Frank, EIN.com. And I will happily direct you to how to get on my list so that you can have access to my other classes. Thank you so much for those of you who are here right now. I'm hoping that when I see you on the side, I'm hoping that I can shut this and communicate with you. And if not, I apologize. I'm pretty confused. So let's see. Aha, I think I did it. Recording paused, live.